We are now 13 weeks out from my competition. I've dropped down to 62.2 kilos, exactly a kilo from 2 weeks ago.
I won't look back when you're around. I won't think twice when you're gone. Don't hesitate to call me back, 'cause I won't be there. I won't look back when you're around. I won't think twice when you're gone. Don't hesitate to call me back, 'cause I won't be there. I won't look back.
So that is where I'm at right now, 1 kilo down. I'm actually looking to drop about half a kilo a week on average over the full prep. And yeah, I'm really pleased with how things are going so far. No hunger really yet, no cravings and things like that. So it is 9:30 in the morning. I had a lie-in today because I actually slept so badly last night. Like, you know, those nights where you're just lying in bed and you just cannot relax. Anyway, time for coffee, time for breakfast. So my omelette kind of fell apart in the move. Plan for today, go train legs, talk you guys through my top tips on growing your legs and your glutes. It's always the place that I had to develop the most, and also the place that I couldn't get lean as easy as everywhere else. I have learned a lot and I'm so excited to share that with you guys and hopefully help you in your own journey. So this is the B4 Bomb USN pre-workout in the flavor Fruit Punch. Just gonna neck it. I do this all the time and I just thought that it was quite normal, but apparently it's not, because a few of you have been tagging me in your Instagram stories like taking your pre-workout like this, and it has got me howling.
I thought I would try and do my pre-workout the Sophie Brewster way. She literally just necks the pure powder.
So if you do it, yeah, tag me in it because it makes my day. Oh, I just realized I've not got a drink ready. Oh, that could have been disastrous. A little chaser, you know. The trick is not to breathe in your mouth, and you breathe, then you Intro workout, I'm going to be having this can of BCAAs. I'll pretty much always use either one of these little cans or the old classic powdered BCAAs. I just love the convenience of these, and like serving wise they actually work out like pretty much the same price, so you'd think that this would be way more expensive, but it's actually not. It's super easy because you can just grab it and go. I'm all about that life. What's up, you guys? It's been a while since I've done a video like this, but I just really wanted to talk to you guys about a few of the things that I have implemented over the years and also more recently to contribute to growing my legs. So here I'm just warming up before the main bulk of the workout starts. I pretty much start every single workout with either a leg extension or a hamstring curl, depending on where I'm going to be focusing the majority of the work that day. So this workout I would describe as a full leg day. So it isn't a quad workout, it isn't a hamstring workout, but it kind of targets every muscle group and also a lot of glute work. So I thought that would be the most kind of useful way to describe to you these techniques. So I'm just warming up my knees, warming up my quads, and you can see that I'm using a little bit of tempo in this. So I'm counting 3, 2, 1 in the eccentric or relaxing part of that movement. So I am going to come back to tempo later on in the workout, but I just wanted to point that out. I also want to point out that even though I am warming up, I am working hard, especially on my second and third sets. I did 3 sets in total. I am pushing myself, and you can see that here. Anyway, moving swiftly on. My next exercise here is the hack squat, and as you can see, I'm starting off pretty light and going really, really deep, and this is my next point. So depth is always first for me. I will always start off and get my full range of movement, use all my muscle groups, and then think about upping the weight, and I want to encourage you guys to do that too. So even if you think, oh, I can probably lift heavier than that, make sure that you are first getting that full range of movement, getting good engagement, and really feeling that burn, and then increase the weight after that, because honestly, you guys, like, I have seen so much leg development in the last couple of years, and this is something that I really find a lot of people miss out on. I will always push myself to go as deep as possible, and at the bottom of the rep, I'm really trying to engage my glutes. I actually touch them here because I find that if I touch them with my fingers, I can kind of send that signal to my muscle groups more from my brain, if that makes sense. Next here, I actually added a really, really high resistance band. So it's super, super thick, you guys. It is so, so burny. This one's by Brett Contreras, and I would highly, highly recommend it. So here I'm having to push out while I'm also lifting the weight, and that is making my glute, like my outer glute muscles, work just double hard. So that brings me on to my next point, which is trying to increase your difficulty in your workout without necessarily using weight as your first point of call. So this isn't super heavy for me. Like, I can press 6 plates each side on this hack squat machine, but by adding in this resistance band, it means that I am really, really struggling, and I'm not having to load my body with a super, super heavy weight, and therefore like put pressure on my spine and my neck and things like that. This is definitely something that I've become more wary of as a professional athlete, because when I first started, injuries and things like that really weren't in the forefront, and I didn't think about it that much, but I kind of wish I had. I've had a few kind of niggling injuries now that I really could have avoided if I'd thought about this sooner. So yeah, I'm just encouraging you guys to do the same. So this was my final set, and I went up to 4 plates each side, but kept that tempo going. So this is me going back to tempo. I'm counting 3, 2, 1 on the way down, and then trying to use power on the way up. Still engaging my glutes, still getting the full range of movement, but trust me when I say that adding tempo like this really, really kills. Please try it. Please let me know what you guys think. I pretty much always train like this. Moving on to hip thrusts, and I am still keeping that tempo. This is my warm-up set, so it's a pretty lightweight, but believe me, it still burns. There is a lot of scientific evidence to show that the eccentric or relaxing phase of each movement is actually the more effective portion at building muscle. So that is where this comes from, and I sometimes even slow it down further and count maybe 4 or even 5 seconds on the way down, and it is killer, you guys. Honestly, I have seen the best leg development of my life in this time. I also want to add that I really do favor simple exercises like the ones I'm showing you. No fancy bits, no frills, just simple big compound exercises performed well will give you the best progress. Again, here to increase the difficulty, I added that Brett Contreras resistance band. I also want to add that it was literally about 100 degrees this day, and I am sweating, so that's why my hair looks like I've been in the shower. Like, no, it was just literally the hottest day in the whole world, and yeah, I could not cope. Oh, and by the way, guys, you have to stick around to the end of this video because we attempted the watermelon challenge after this, as in when you have to try and crush a watermelon between your thighs, and it is hilarious. Personal message. Brett Contreras. That's no joke, that's no joke. Ugh, honestly, I can't even explain how much I was dying this day. So next we moved on to a single leg press. This is a vertical leg press, but it can be done on any leg press. We just picked this one for this day. But here I am warming up. So I've got 1 plate on each side, which I must add is not light because this machine is actually pretty heavy, but I'm used to it. So I'm just warming up and trying to activate my glutes as much as possible. So when I'm doing this, I'm really thinking push through your bum, keep your heel on the plate, and just really concentrating on that activation the whole time. And that is hugely, hugely important. After I've got it down with that weight, moving on to a slightly heavier weight and just again, really, really thinking about my form, about my technique, and again, keeping that tempo. When I put my hands around my knees there, I'm not actually helping, I'm actually just stabilizing my knees. I always try not to help myself out too much, but if I feel like I need it just for kind of safety, then I will just kind of place my hands somewhere that's gonna allow me to be able to help if necessary. So we finished off the workout with a double leg drop set, and everything that I've said up until this point still applies, but I just want to add before we crack on with the rest of the vlog that the thing that underpins everything is correct technique. I have mentioned it, but I haven't really focused on it. You must learn to perform exercises correctly, and that isn't something that I'm going to go into in this video because it's much, much more complex. But if you are in a gym, you can definitely ask any of the coaches that work there to help you out, or even better, hire a coach just to teach you those basics, the skills behind basic weightlifting, and that will carry you right on through. Last one. Here we go home. Go home. That's not easy, is it? What's the T for Nom.
What's that, like
Star Trek. So I am gonna go and meet Megan for a coffee. Right now I'm gonna have one of these Trust 25 shakes from USN, so it's 25 grams of protein. Post-workout, your body has an increased ability to absorb protein and carbs. I'm just gonna neck that because I feel kind of sick after that session. So I'm gonna have that, and then I've also got this in here. 1 tin of tuna, 60 grams of rice and green beans. Seasoned it with some light mayonnaise, sriracha like chili sauce, and salt and pepper. Hey!
Hi!
How's your holiday?
Get that thing off me. Do you know what we're doing tomorrow? The watermelon challenge.
Okay, here we go.
See this colour or this colour?
Get back up to the fitty at the top. There she is. There she is. That one.
Oh.
Yay.
Hashtag treat yourself. Let's do this.
How are you feeling about prep?
The first week of prep I find the hardest because it's like, it's a lifestyle change. As soon as I do that, I'm like, oh my god, I'm hungry, I want cake, I want this, I want that. And it just starts to get in my head a little bit. But then after the first week and you get yourself in a routine, it's easy. Until you get lean and then it's hard again. But right now, this is like the good bit. Do you think I'm weird?
No.
You're such a lie. What was your first impression of me?
You're pretty normal. Told me that you have to control yourself when you first meet somebody. And then she got weirder and weirder and weirder. I'm only joking. It's a solid 5 minutes of absolute shite we're talking. I know.
Right, try it. Give me a live taste test. White chocolate cookie, Just Crunch.
Oh, is this the one you say is the best one?
This, yeah. Right, take a good bite.
That's really good. Is it caramel?
It's like white chocolate cookie bits, and then there's caramel in the middle.
I would give it a solid 9.5.
Yeah. Right, let's go buy some watermelons. It'll get easier as prep goes on.
Oh, I just actually got your phone. Shut your phone at the door. Watermelon!
It's watermelon! Inside a watermelon!
We get like these funny ones. Do you take them over there, don't you? That's a beauty, that one. Oh, there's no way that we're going to be able to do this. Oh, Megan, they're not all the same. I feel like I'm like delivering a baby. They look about the same size?
Yeah.
Let's do this.
The next day.
Yes, go on.
Yes!
You feel like you're going over for it. Okay. Go over for it.
In Scotland, watermelons are tiny. I feel like because it's so small, it's going to be like super dense. Shit, I didn't pee. I peed. That's why. Tactical. I'm going to pee myself. I'm hanging like bending over and doing it. You're not allowed to do that. What, is it just this? Yeah. It's right, it's a rules. We get rules here. But I'm hanging like... No. No! No. Get chub rub.
I've done it. I've done it. Yeah, we're there.
Are you hitting it?
Oh, it's close. It's close. Come on, squeeze it.
I am literally nothing is happening. Oh, that's like giving birth.
Birthing class. Birthing class.
Now can you start bending over?
Our weird porn happens great.
I'm not giving up. Just so you know.
5 minutes later.
Can you feel it going? No. Should we swap melons? See how they're going. Show me your melons.
You're right, that one is...
It's going.
It's squeezy.
but like I just can't push anymore.
I can't push anymore either. It's hurting so much.
I just can't push.
Is this what giving birth feels like? You go behind her and be like, come on, breathe. Keep pushing.
Should we just all focus on this one?
We'll have a go.
I just heard noise. It was the watermelon juice bar.
These ones are real better.
Can you do it then?
Still can't. Still can't do it.
Right there. That's where you want to hit it.
What was the video that you said?
Oh yeah, it was a girl.
Got it! We played that as the woman came over and asked if everything was okay. We had it on full volume and she saw the screen. It's got this Oh, I'm in so much pain from laughing. We can do like a joint effort.
Or like knees upon
Knees upon knees upon
thighs
knees.
on thighs.
I'm gonna pee myself. Ready? Yeah.
I was like, I'm too happy with that.
I'm just peeing. I'm so fucking sorry. No, I can't go on. I'm just actually peeing in my pants. That was so sore.
Do you want to be the person on the outside? Yeah, come on then.
Just have to sit on you. I've just peed my pants. I'm not. I just let a little bit out. It's fine. I'm pushing like that.
Fuck, yeah, you push it like that, that hurts.
It's sore, isn't
yeah,
it?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Right, okay, hang on. Let me move it like...
Right, 3, 2, 1. It's not going anywhere.
One eternity later.
You hear that? Was that me? It was the watermelon. I thought something went. Ah. I don't know why the watermelon would make that noise.
I keep thinking it's going.
I can't tell you how hard I'm trying to do this.
I know.
Oh. How long has it been since we started this? Did you set that timer? You try.
It's like brushing it all out.
Yeah, should we do that, right? We'll pass it around, like.
Yeah.
Keep going.
It's coming.
Yeah. I know.
No, like it's coming. Come on, I'm determined.
Oh my god.
No, I'm certain we can do it.
Try and like squeeze it for 10 seconds.
I feel like
Right,
to pass a watermelon. 20 seconds on, 10 seconds rest. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, go. Quickly. Keep the pressure. 10,
9,
8, 2, 1.
Lindsay, that's one.
Go.
Let go.
2,000 years later.
Go on!
Push. Oh fuck.
Look.
Oh, it's gonna go, definitely.
No.
Right.
Oh my god.
Come on, let's do it.
Right. Oh, the juice is coming down.
Is it?
Is it dripping? Put yourself up, come on.
Let's go! Come on. Come on.
Get it?
Holy shit, man. Why? Whose idea was that? What's the timer saying?
The timer's saying nothing because it stops at 57 minutes.
It stopped at 57 minutes.
It was about 10 past 5 when we were quarter past 6.
So we've been here for an hour and 5 minutes.
Completed at night.
That was solid. That was horrible. Alright guys, gonna end the vlog there.
Like, comment and subscribe and we'll see you in the next one.
Yes. Alright, bye you guys.